Hello and welcome back to TCG Dreamland. There is a lot to talk about with Dominaria Remastered. Let's get a nice little thumbnail. Ka-chow. All right, so, man, there's a lot to talk about with this. So let's talk about maybe the hits first. So there's Force of Will, there's Urza, there's Sylvan Library, there's the whole slew of tutors. You got Vampiric Tutor, Worldly Tutor, Enlightened Tutor, stuff like that. There's just a lot of really good hits in this set. So, what should we talk about next? Next, we'll talk about the fact that these collector boosters are actually made in Japan, which means two things. One, it means that they're really good quality cards, like the quality control is really good. And then the other thing it means is that the cards are actually in reverse order. So the front is the token, and then it's going to be the good stuff right at the front. So let's get right into this pack, I guess. Siege Gang Commander. Yawgmoth already, first pack. Got a Clifftop Retreat. Opposition, how am I going to do these? Let's just put rares. I just end up sorting everything alphabetically, so I don't really make a whole ton of piles. These are really cool. So every pack, every collector booster pack has a foil retro border land, which is really cool. And that's kind of the separator, if you know anything about collector packs. So everything, because these are in reverse order, everything after the land is just going to be regular border, commons and uncommons. So next thing I want to talk about, well, we talked about it's a reprint set, so there's a lot of really good cards, and everyone has been saying, I've actually watched a couple collector booster box openings already, and everyone's been saying, like, these packs are super loaded, and to be perfectly honest, they are. So the thing about that, though, is, like, people have been saying they've been getting $10, $20, $30 out of every pack, but the thing to keep in mind is if you do the math, you know, these boxes are $300. No Mercy. I think that's a good one if I'm remembering correctly. Wow, that is really cool. Man, the quality on these are so cool. The artwork is so cool. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, the price. So the thing is, these boxes are $300. So even if you're pulling $20 out of every pack times 12 packs, that's only $240. So it's like, yes, every pack is kind of loaded. The whole set is kind of loaded, and every collector pack is pretty loaded. But because the boxes cost so much, you're most likely not going to get your money back out of it, unless you get a Force of Will or something. Maybe if you get like a Force of Will and some other really good hits, you might get your money's worth. But I'd say this isn't a set, even though it's a really good set with tons of really good reprints. You're not really generally going to open a box and make your money back. So I just want to say that. Everyone's been talking about how fun it is to open, and that is absolutely true, but don't expect to get your money out of these packs. Denizen of the Deep. Time Stretch, that's a good one. In retro. Woodland Cemetery. Wild Dogs. Chainer's Edict. Mind Stone, there's our Swamp. So this should just be commons and uncommons in regular frame. Wow, I want to say these kind of feel different. The Japanese printings, they feel a little bit different. The foiling looks a little bit different. I mean, I've been handling and selling a lot of bulk cards over the holidays, and I can say with certainty that the foiling on these just seems different. Okay, Arborea, we already had one of those. That's unfortunate. Got Entomb, that's a good one. That's a good hit there. Arborea again. How many? We've gotten like every version of Arborea. Denizen of the Deep. Goblin Matron. All right, a Mountain. Old Border Foil. Those lands are really cool. All right, Counterspell. Unfortunately, they did a reprint of that. They reprint that so often, and it's a common in this set. The reason I say unfortunate is because I'm still trying to offload Counter spells from Modern Horizons 2. They reprint every good card every 2 years, unfortunately. All right. Phantom Nishoba. We've got Mystical Tutor. That one's not bad. Lieutenant Kurtar. That's an old artwork there. That's a true reprint. Forgotten Ancient. Turnabout. Frantic Search. Tormod's Crypt. There's our Swamp. And our commons and uncommons. Okay, so this is pack number 6. We haven't gotten any of the top hits in the set yet. We did get a Yawgmoth. That is true, actually. We got a Yawgmoth, but that's not like top 5 hits. I'm talking about like top 5 hits. Let's get something really good. Hinterland Harbor. Got Windborne Muse. Sulfuric Vortex. Oversold Cemetery. Spirit Link. Lull. Street Wraith, Forest. That pack, surprisingly, I don't think really had anything. All right, so we're halfway through. These collector box openings tend to be a little quicker. All right, Insect Token. We've got Triskelion, Borderless, foil. Yeah, the foil pattern with these Japanese printed cards look way different. Sylvan Library, there we go. There's a really good hit. That might be top 5, actually. Sylvan Library. We've got a Nut Collector. Siege Gang Commander, rare. We've got Terror. Rada. All right, there's a Plains for our Retro Land. Chain Lightning. Didn't reprint that 3 times last year already. All right. Next pack. We've got Sneak Attack. It's a retro mythic. A Jester's Cap. Pyre Zombie. Nantuko Shade, Tatiova, Chain Lightning, Mishra's Factory, that's cool. Forest. All right, we got that Sylvan Library and a Yawgmoth, so not terrible, but these boxes are $300. I would like to get most of my money out of the box. All right, so let's see. We've got Solkanar, the Swamp King, retro foil. We've got Decimate, borderless. We've got Overmaster. That's interesting. That's a pretty cool artwork. Interesting. All right. Just enjoying that. Dark Depths. It's a regular border mythic. Where are we going to put that? We have a lot of mythics and some good wild growth. Some good rares. Counterspell and old border. That's cool. Plains. Now here's your commons and uncommons. Definitely some good artworks with the commons and uncommons, but not going to be worth a whole lot. All right, so we have 3 packs left. We've got Birds of Paradise. That's a nice hit. That is in retro foil. Very nice, Birds of Paradise. Lotus Blossom, borderless. We've got Denizen of the Deep. That's like our 3rd one of those. Hey, look at that. Force of Will. It's just the regular border, but I will absolutely take a Force of Will. Very nice. Speaking of Force of Will, if you are new to the channel, I actually opened a Double Masters Force of Will on the channel. Go look at the VIP packs that I have up in the past. Before Double Masters 2022 came out, I opened some Double Masters VIP packs and pulled a Force of Will. So if you want to see that, definitely go take a look. Duress. That's a cool artwork. All right, there's our Swamp. So here's our Ornithopter. They didn't reprint that twice last year. All right, so 2 packs left. We have our really good hit of the box. It has to be possible to get 2 Force of Wills, right? Because there's like 3 different variants. So, should be possible. Stroke of Genius. Old Border Foil. Siege Gang Commander. Isolated Chapel. Got Urza's Blueprints. I got a weird thing on my thumb. We've got Invigorating Boon. Uncommon. How do you say that? Fa'adia? Quicksilver Dagger. That's cool. And she is ripped. I wish my triceps looked like that. All right. Here's our commons and uncommons. We're on the last pack now. These packs are kind of loose. I'd heard someone say that the packs are kind of loose. The cards are just sloshing around inside the pack. But the cards are already such a good quality, I don't really think you have to worry about it. So, I don't think you have to worry about the cards being damaged. All right, Lieutenant Kurtar. We've got Maze of Ith. Decimate. Joel Rail. And unfortunately, that should be all of our hits. So, we'll do a little recap real quick. We got multiple Mind Stones in that pack. All right, so let's look at the good stuff again real quick. Off the top of my head, I know Time Stretch I don't think is amazing, but it's pretty good. Entomb, Birds of Paradise. Yeah, so I mean, look at this. I mean, out of 12 packs, Force of Will, just the regular border, but it is foil. Very cool. Then we got a Sylvan Library, Yawgmoth, Birds of Paradise, Retro Foil, Entomb, and a Time Stretch. So, I mean, we got quite a few good hits. These are just the ones I remember. Oh, a Mystical Tutor as well. You know, we actually didn't get many tutors. That's something I was noticing in a lot of other box openings, is they were getting like 3 or 4 tutors in a collector box. But anyways, look at that. So that's, what, 7 really good hits out of 12 packs? So very nice. Including a Force of Will. That is really cool. I do not like this artwork nearly as much as the one from Double Masters. But this will definitely make someone very happy. All right, so thank you for watching. Unfortunately, this is my only collector box I'm going to be opening. I do, however, have a draft box. So if you want to see that, that'll be up in a couple days. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see that draft box, and I'll see you guys then.